Yeah, I'm totally about following the money. That's something I've been doing for a long time. And I just posted in the chat one of our early reports from about a decade ago on lockup quotas, which was that particular report was about how outsourcing of state prison contracts was basically meaning that these for-profit firms like Geo Group and other groups were getting money based on basically a non-vacancy rate than a hotel. They get paid by how many people are locked up, and you can kind of see that happening in its own way with some of the reports we've seen about like the Canadian woman who was seized coming in to change her visa status at the border, the southern border, and then she was kept in facilities for I think almost 2 weeks before she was able to be released. And sort of no one had authority to release her because like it seemed to be in the interests of the profit makers basically to keep her, to like count her as a bed that was filled. And we have seen through the work that I've done about the American Legislative Exchange Council, through this project I spearheaded with colleagues from Labor and Common Cause and other groups called ALEC Exposed. We saw that at an ALEC meeting, this is a pay-to-play group that Charles Koch and Leonard Leo now fund. Koch was funding it way back then. Way back when, that SB 1070 bill in Arizona, when that was adopted, it was built on a measure that was initially approved in 2010 at an ALEC meeting, a closed-door meeting, and one of the biggest private prison firms in the country was in the room for that vote. They claimed they didn't vote. I always used to say it was like Santa Claus. They get to see whether you're naughty or nice if they voted or not, because they were going to profit from SB 1070, which was designed to seize immigrants, from workplaces and lock them up, and that company was going to get richer. In fact, had done some, I think, marketing calls or something about it, but like was going to get richer based on SB 1070. Ultimately, that company left ALEC after that was revealed. The fact that it was in the room when the precursor to SB 1070 was adopted. But the fact is that this is still a problem. To have incentives to seize people and keep people that are financial incentives, that are not based on strict adherence to the law, that are not based on actually the long-standing discretion under our immigration law that people have had who have been in positions of enforcement to determine, for example, for administrative law judges, immigration judges, to take into account a person's circumstances, their ties to the community, their history of being involved in the Little League and their kids, their U.S. citizen children, like to have some humane discretion in our law to deal with the reality of people's lives, and instead have, pirateers or privateers or, pirates, bounty men, people who are seizing people and perhaps getting, and facilities that are private facilities that are being expanded in order to hold people and get rich on it. It's, I think, fundamentally immoral. And then there's the fundamentally immoral component that is Erik Prince and his desire to be part of building, temporary tent facilities to house people. Like these are not measures that I think are consistent with America at its best. I think that I don't think people should be held in for-profit facilities. I fundamentally oppose that at every level, local, state, federal, immigration, criminal, whatever. Because I think it creates the wrong incentives in terms of our due process rights and humane treatment.